Hi everyone, how are you doing today? So I'm coming to you later today than I had originally planned. Normally I try to do Tuesdays at 10:30, but there was just a lot going on this week and I couldn't get that done. So I'm coming to you this afternoon instead, which is great. And this might actually have to be my new scheduled time based on some new opportunities that have arisen. So I think we're gonna try it. I hate to keep moving my Facebook Lives around so much, but Tuesdays at 10:30 is going to be very hard to do in the next couple of weeks. So I think that I'm trying to get my comments up, and I obviously can't do two things at once. But so I think that we're going to try Tuesdays at 2:30 every day. I think that will be my new time. I hope that I'm live here. I don't see. Looks like I am. Okay. If you're joining me, please leave me a comment or something. Let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue. So yeah, like I was saying, so I have some new things going on in my life. So my new Facebook Live time might have to be Tuesdays at 2:30. Let me turn my lamp on here. Forgot to do that. Tuesdays at 2:30 instead of 10:30, and I'll share more about everything that's going on a little later. Not today, but a little later. So I'm glad you're joining me today, though. Tomorrow, our holiday catalog goes live. Yay! I still can't show you the inside, not until tomorrow, but there's so many amazing products in here. I even placed an order late last week to get some extra bonus days coupons and to get some other things that were on my wish list that I had to have. So I'm excited to get that order. But tomorrow is the day you guys can start ordering from this, and I've listed in my description of the video, I've listed my online store, so you can head there and shop the holiday catalog starting tomorrow. You can shop everything else already. You can go on there anytime. My class to go this month, I also have a link to that in my description of the video. My class to go this month is the 25 Again stamp set, and along with this stamp set, you're also going to get a whole package of the Soft Settles DSP. That's the 6x6 DSP. I have it right here. So you're going to get a whole package of the 6x6 DSP along with this, and then you're also going to reach up. You're also going to get an entire roll of the Calypso Coral Ombre ribbon, and this ribbon is so pretty. It's really, really pretty. I love this ribbon. So you're also going to get a whole roll of this. So, and you'll use the ribbon and the DSP on your projects. The class to go, you get 3 projects, a PDF, and instructions on how to make each project. So if you want more details on this, head to my blog. I put a link in the description of the video, so you can check that out as well. Orders this month, if you order $50 or more this month, using this hostess code, you have to order with the hostess code to get the free product. You're going to get these super cute Santa Workshop enamel dots, or enamel shapes. So there's little circles, there's bows, there's snowflakes, there's trees. These are so, so cute. So if your order is over $50, I'm going to send these to you. Make sure you use the hostess code. If your order is over $150, don't use the hostess code. You're going to get the hostess benefits, and I will still send you the little dots. So I think that's all the business. The only other thing I have to say is, if you have bonus days coupons, if you ordered last month and you have bonus days coupons, don't forget you have to use them this month. Okay? This is the month to use them. You can only use them in September. You can't save them up and use them in October or November. They have to be used this month. So if you have bonus days coupons, make sure you use them this month. Okay, I think we're ready to get going. I think that's all the business. So on my blog, I am doing a Halloween countdown. Last week was week 10, and tomorrow is week 9. So on my blog, I am posting this super cute box. This will be on my blog tomorrow. This is for week 9. Less tricks, more treats. And it comes from, that stamp comes from this, the Takeout Treats stamp set. It's right here, and this little striped image comes from that set too. And this is one of my favorite bundles. You can bundle it with the Takeout Treats die. And I'm going to show you what that makes in a second. So we're going to make this, but I'm going to show you what the framelits make. So they make super cute, and you may have seen these all over my blog. They make super cute little takeout boxes. This is when there's a heart framelit that I cut out of the front. There's a little tag that I used a stamp set with. Super cute. There's this little one for like a teacher for back to school. I made it look like an apple. You can fill it with all kinds of yummy treats in there. I have a couple of Halloween ones also featuring one of our new Halloween stamp sets in the holiday catalog that you can order tomorrow. So they're super cute. They look like little takeout boxes. I love these. These are colored with the blends. So really super cute. And then I just have a couple more. I have this cute Christmas one, and I've used the framelits to cut out these images from the DSP. So I didn't do any coloring on this. All I did was cut out the images and stick them on the box. Isn't that cute? And I just tied some ribbon around the top. Super cute. And my last one was on my blog yesterday. I made it into a little penguin. Isn't he cute? And the top, it just closes just like a little takeout box. Just open and close it. And I made him a little penguin. So that is what the framelits do. Now we're not making one of these today, like I said. I'm gonna move these out of the way. We're not gonna make these today. Maybe we'll make it another time. Not today. Today we're just gonna use the stamp set. So we're gonna use the little striped banner here, and there is a framelit that will cut that out. And then we're also going to use this is for you, I think. We're going to use that greeting. So we're going to make this. It doesn't have to be a Halloween one. The one we're going to make is not necessarily Halloween. You could use it for a birthday or anything you want. So we're going to make this box. I'm going to show you. So what is in this box? So if we take off the belly band and we open it, there's like some little treats in here. I thought these looked kind of spooky, like spider webs. So I put these little cakes in here. And then I found these little cakes at the store, and so we're going to go off of these colors a little bit. Well, mostly the yellow. I thought that looked very pineapple punchy, so that's what we're going to do. So this will be on my blog tomorrow, but I'm going to show you how to make it now. So let me get out everything I need, and I just realized I did not get a punch that I need, so let me grab that punch really quick. Okay. So we have a paper, and the measurements for this are all in the description of the video as well, so you can check those out if you have questions. So we have a piece of paper or cardstock that is 9 3/4 by 8 1/2, and then we're going to score it. And I'm going to use our new Take a Pick tool to score it. So this is such a cool tool. So on the top of here, it has like a little putty end to pick up sequins or any other little paper. You can move it around. It's super fun. And then this side has like a little spatula end to pick up all those little tiny jewels or rhinestones. But then you can unlock it, take it out, and there's a paper piercer on this side. So that's really awesome. And then you can take this off completely and add in a stylus you have, which would just like the ones you would use to score with. So you have a bigger end and you have a smaller end. So that is just, it's one of the coolest tools in our holiday catalog. So I'm going to use this to score. If you have the scoreboard, you can also use your stylus to score it as well. So, okay, so we have 9 3/4 by 8 1/2. We are going to score the 9 3/4 side at 1 1/4, 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Okay, so we have 1 1/4, 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Then we're going to turn it, and we're going to score at 1 1/4 and at 7 1/4. Okay, and that is all the scoring done. So I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to put my scoreboard away so we can see what we're doing. grab my scissors. I didn't do that. I need to grab some glue too. So, and my bone folder. I'm not as ready as I thought I was. So we're gonna assemble the box now. So I'm gonna fold it on all the score lines. I'm gonna use my bone folder to get those nice crisp lines. Boxes are a lot easier to put together than they look. So I think it's fun to make these little boxes, especially to give for treats to teachers and stuff. I think they really appreciate these little homemade boxes. Okay, so we're gonna do some cutting. Not a lot of cutting. We're not gonna cut this apart too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to notch in. I'm gonna cut this side straight, and then I'm notching in a little bit on this side. I did a bad job of cutting that straight. You want to make sure the sides are straight because that's what's going to give you the straight corners. So we're going to try that again. We're going to cut straight up this side, and then we're going to notch in a little bit on the small rectangle tabs. I'm going to notch in a little bit and cut that straight. And you're going to do that on all of the tabs. There's 3 on each side. You're just going to do that on all the tabs. And notching it in a little bit, and it doesn't have to be a lot, it's just notched in just a little, just a tiny bit. And that just helps the box assemble together much better. So again, we're going to do the same thing on this side, straight on the long ones, and then we're just going to take out just a little corner piece on all the others. We're just notching them in. So, all right. I am moving slow today, you guys. I don't know what's going on. The kids were off yesterday. I mean, it was Labor Day. Everybody's off for Labor Day, but it was just crazy having the kids home. You get used to having them in school and then they're off. So, here is our box. So what we want to do is we want to make a little thumb hole right here with our 1-inch punch. We just want to make a little thumb hole, and that's just going to make it easier to open and close. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to punch that out. And then we're going to, so this is now like our outside. Okay, so we're going to assemble our bottom first. So I'm going to fold up these tabs. I'm going to work with one side at a time. So I'm going to put some glue. I'm using liquid glue just because I like that you can move it around a little bit before it sets. It's not like sticky strip or not tear tape or fast fuse or anything like that, where once it's down for good. But I'm just going to fold these up, and I'm going to just move them into place. Just make sure that these lines match up to that score line right there so that it's nice and flush. And I'm going to take, I have some binder clips here, and I'm going to take some binder clips and use that to hold this in place while the glue dries. And that just gives that frees up your hands to work on the other side, and you don't have to sit here for 5 minutes holding glue. So we're going to do the same thing to this side. We're going to put some glue on these tabs here. And the Tombow glue dries really quick, actually. I mean, I have the binder clips on there, but it will dry a lot quicker than you think, so we won't need to leave those on very long. So I'm just lining up that line with that score line right there. And I have a couple more binder clips I'm going to put on here. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for a second. And then we're gonna assemble the lid the same way. So we're gonna put the adhesive just on these little tabs, and it's gonna fold together, and that will be our box. So I'm gonna put some glue on here, and on here, and then those lines just get met up with that score line. And I'm gonna pull up one of these binder clips down here. So I think these are, like I said, it dries really quick. You don't need to leave them on that long, just long enough for that glue to really adhere to that cardstock. So I'm going to stick that on. And we're gonna work on our stamping while this finishes setting up. Okay, so we have a piece of white that we're gonna stamp our little striped label on. I'm using Pineapple Punch to coordinate with our cardstock. So I'm just gonna stamp that down. So pretty. I love this yellow. This is one of my favorite yellows. Okay, and I'm gonna grab my Bermuda Bay ink pad. Our belly band for this Pineapple Punch one, I'm gonna set this aside to dry before we stamp on our greeting. So this one, I'm using Bermuda Bay for our belly band, and I'm gonna stamp the star in this. But before I do that, I wanna get out a piece of grid paper. So bear with me for a minute, you guys. I keep grid paper under here so that I always have it when I need it, but I don't want to get ink on my black mat and then it'll transfer onto my box. I want to pull out my grid paper. So I'm just going to stamp this star in Bermuda Bay onto the Bermuda Bay belly band, just all over. There's no real rhyme or reason to how to do this. Just go crazy. And stars could mean a lot of things. Stars could mean birthdays. Stars. I put black stars on the Halloween one. Stars could mean Christmas. So you could use this star for a lot of different occasions. So just gonna finish up stamping our belly band. Okay, perfect. Let me move our ink out of the way. And I put my grid paper down, and then we're gonna set our belly band aside for just a second. We're gonna finish up this. We're gonna stamp our greeting and then we'll cut it out. So I'm using Memento ink here, and I have, again, This Is For You greeting from that same stamp set, the Takeout Treats stamp set. I'm just gonna stamp that onto my tag there. So cute. Put that away. And then I'm gonna bring in my Big Shot to cut this out. I have my magnetic platform ready to go here. So we'll just line this up on the magnetic platform. Let's see if the magnets work with me today. Okay, I'm gonna send this through. Really fun and easy. So here is our tag. Super cute. Let me put this on, move this out of the way. So we have our tag, we have our belly band, and then I also have one of our pearlized doilies, and I punched out a 2-inch Bermuda Bay circle. So we're gonna layer this up just like this. Really cute. So let's do that. Let's get some glue on here. Just gonna use some snail to stick this to my pearlized doily here. It's all gonna get covered up, so it's not gonna matter. I have some dimensionals here for my tag. We'll pop that up, and you could add ribbon, you could add anything you want to this. So let's just add that on here. Super cute. And I'm gonna put a few dimensionals on the back of this to put it on our belly band. That way it's ready to go. Okay, we'll just set that off to the side. Okay, let's bring in our box. We can take off all these clips because it is very dry by now. So just take off these clips. And you can see that that box is just gonna assemble together just like that. Isn't that cute? And you can put lots of things in here. This is a nice size box, so it'll fit lots of candy. You could put lots of different treats in there. You could put some snails and some glues in there. Make it a little gift for your crafty friends. You could put a lot of things in there. I'm gonna put these little cakes in there because my kids love these little cakes. So this will be a nice little treat for them. And our belly band, I'm not gonna score our belly band. I don't like to score my belly bands because sometimes when you assemble the box, there's just like a hair difference and it just doesn't fit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosely pinch it. So I start, this is gonna be in the middle. This is gonna get covered up by our little tag here. So I'm gonna start with my seam in the middle, and I'm just gonna fold that and pinch it all the way around my belly band here. Pinch and pinch. And so this is just slightly longer. I started with a 2x11 piece, but as you can see, I'm going to end up cutting off about an inch of that. So you could go with 2x10, or I mean, you can just do it haphazardly like I do. Now, to make sure my lines are straight, I use those pinched ends, and I just make sure everything is straight and lined up, and then I give it a good fold with my bone folder. And that makes sure that it's being folded in the right place, but also that I get nice straight seams so that everything's going to line up. So I just want to make sure that the sides are straight, everything is straight, and then you just give it a good press with your bone folder. Okay. Perfect. So that is our belly band, and we're going to stick that on here. Perfect. Everything's lining up nice and straight and perfect. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. And I'm just going to fold this up and stick it down. Give it a good press. I'm just going to slide this off and just make sure that everything is nice and adhered. Okay? Perfect. This is already looking really cute. And then the last thing that we're going to do is add our little tag here. So I'm just going to pull off my dimensionals here. I'm not seeing any comments. I don't know if anybody is just not joining me or if I'm not seeing comments. So I hope that you guys are watching, maybe on the replay later. All right, so that's it. That's our cute little box. And now you could always add some DSP or stamp this before you score it if you wanted to jazz it up a little bit. But I think those tags are super cute. So this is the one that will be on my blog tomorrow for my Halloween countdown for week number 9. So this super cute little spooky one will be on my blog tomorrow. And then this is the one we made today. So, and it has the little cakes in it. So super cute. And again, you could fit a lot of things in here, a lot of treats for somebody. So if you have questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments and I will answer them. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Bye.